Hi, this is Pastor Kurt, and this is your 5-minute Bible study. Today, we're going to be looking at Genesis 6 through 10, the story of Noah and the ark. This is one of the most famous stories in the Bible. We hear about it even when we're kids. And I think the reason for that, the reason that this story is introduced to kids, is because it's easy to make it cute. Right? There's this giant boat, there's all these animals, there's a big pretty rainbow, there's a nice guy who built the boat. It almost turns into a zoo trip with pretty colors. And you get to meet the nice zookeeper named Noah. It almost becomes a little kid's field trip. But if you actually look at the story, there is a whole lot more going on here than just cutesy stuff. Noah built the ark because God was destroying the world. Humanity had just become so sinful and corrupt that God wanted to wipe it clean and start over. Start over with Noah and his family, of course. So Noah listened to God, built the ark, got all the animals. That's not the part I want us to focus on in this video. The part I want us to think about is Noah's experience in the ark. So everybody's in the ark, all the animals are on the ark, the rain started, the floods came, and now they're just floating along for what the Bible says is 40 days and 40 nights, which is Bible talk for saying a really long time. We might say something like a gazillion years, or use the old phrase, a month of Sundays. It just means a really long time. It doesn't mean what we think of as 40 24-hour days and nights, that sort of thing. They were in the boat for a really, really long time. Think about what Noah and his family must have been feeling and experiencing in that boat. They didn't know when this was going to end. This was traumatic for them. Here they are, the last people on the planet, and they're floating along in this giant boat with all these creatures, and they wonder what God is up to. When will this ever end? When will they get out of the ark and start to live their lives again? Maybe you know this experience too. Maybe you have gone through something in your life and you wonder, when is this ever going to end? It feels like this is going on forever. I feel like I'm all alone and I have no idea what God is doing. You ever felt that way? When we go through these traumatic times, we want to know, when's this going to end? When am I going to get back to my regularly scheduled life? Noah and his family must have been thinking that too. Then, of course, the ark finally landed. Noah sent out the birds to try to see if they could bring back a twig or not. At first they didn't, but later the bird just never came back. Because it had returned with a twig earlier, Noah sent it out and it must have found a place to build its nest. So Noah knew it was safe to get out. So eventually, of course, Noah and his family and the animals got out of the ark. But while they were in the boat, they didn't know when it was going to end. Just like when you're going through something, you don't know when it's going to end either. But just as God was with Noah through all of the ups and downs and questions and uncertainties, so God is with you. No matter what you're going through in life, no matter how you feel like your world is being destroyed, no matter how you feel like Noah, alone and overwhelmed and not sure what to do, remember that God is with you, and God does bring you to new life. It might not happen on the timetable that you want, but God is faithful to God's promises. We can see that with Noah, and we can see that with you. There's your 5-minute Bible study for today. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.